House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
Good morning, beautiful, amazing you. Welcome to my house of love and light in Asheville, North Carolina. My name is Amy Steinberg, and I'm so happy that you're joining me here on Facebook Live on this beautiful Sunday morning. It is absolutely gorgeous here in the mountains. We have cool, crisp air, and the leaves are falling from the trees, and we get to talk today about the theme of the month, which is relax back. And today, the word of the day is revive. Revive. So revival can only come after what? Death, right? We are revived after we face that dark space inside and we go to that energy of rebirth, being reborn into this beautiful life, this beautiful day. Now, what we do here at House of Love and Light is we celebrate the good. We celebrate the majesty of life, the awe. I am dedicated to being in awe for an hour every week, between the laundry and the cleaning up the poop and the, life on life's terms, I am dedicated to this hour of awe. So be in awe with me this morning as we celebrate the good, as we celebrate life and love and joy and peace and happiness, as we dig for that gold that lives inside of us, right? And I want to say good morning to who is watching us. Good morning, Susie and Mike and Linda. Thank you so much for saying I look stunning. I did not shower. I'm proud of that. Myron, Tiffany, Stephanie, so good to see you. Susan, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. Good morning, my beloved AJ. AJ is down with her family as they have a funeral this morning. I send my love to your family as you go through that transition. And I just want to say good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I introduced to you my obsession with this close-up flower painting situation that's behind me. I think it has to do with the moon. That's why I wore my full moon earrings today, which are going to match Casey. You'll see Casey has hers on too. Something about this moon, I just wanted to paint and paint and paint. And as I was painting these flowers, I fell to my knees in my mind in awe of just, I can't capture a flower. I'm making these bright, fun paintings, but they don't capture the flower, right? Like the creative intelligence behind things just puts me in that place of awe. And that's where I am today. So, a lot has been going on in the world, and I want to presence that awareness with the Rittenhouse trial, with Thanksgiving coming up, so many questions in my own mind about being on indigenous land, celebrating this farcical story that we were told when we were kids, right? And I want to say that that's not really what we're doing here this morning. We're not going there. And I understand if that bothers you, if you want me to go there. But today, right now, for this hour, we're going to nourish you with some spiritual food. We're going to uplift you and make you feel good. And I'm going to inspire you to be your highest and best you. That's what I'm trying to do here. That is all I have for you today. And so I am at the piano because I'm in the living room still. I haven't been able to sit at the office just yet to, do all the programming for Sunday. So I've been still kicking back on the laptop. I hope that you can hear this okay and that the connection's okay because it's not hardwired. But Stephanie had said to me, you're sitting out there, you're near the piano, you're sitting up, why don't you play the piano? So I have this beautiful piano that I'm going to sing for you on, and it's not going to sound as good as when I'm in the office, but I hope you can hear it okay. And again, I posted this week about the G word, right? The G word, God. And I think words are containers. I think words kind of suck. I mean, I love words. They're so fun to play with, but they never quite capture the thing that we're trying. I mean, they're just containers. They're just a space to hold an idea. And the idea of God for me is source, force, energy, life, experience, experiential. It's God to me is like, it's an action word, right? It's like it's not a noun for me. It's more of a verb, if you will. So as we sing this song, if you have like kind of icky feelings around the word God, you know what? Just for today, just sing it with me. It goes like this. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Sing it with me. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. If you don't like the word God, how about love? Love is my source. Hey. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. How about peace? Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks. I give thanks to all my blessings. Peace gives me everything. I want joy. Come on, sing it with me. Joy is my source. Hey, joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Joy gives me everything I need. Joy gives me everything I need. Deep breath here. Sighing it out. I hope that you're with me. I hope that you're feeling my vibration. My vibration is raising as I connect with you, as I sing for you, as I'm here for you, here with you. And I want to give a shout out today to Lisa Ferrero and Natalia Zuckerman, who are creating a book called Ancient Signs and Symbols. And I gave to their Kickstarter today, just the other day. They're doing a Kickstarter. This song is by Lisa Ferrero. If you go to her Facebook page, you can learn about her signs and symbols. It's going to be a collection of stories. It's so beautiful. And what I love about the world and this life of being a spiritual, on a spiritual path and connected to all these other spiritual artists is that I was planning on singing her song today. And so I reached out to her and I just, me and Lisa have history together. She is one of my master teachers. That's what I call her. And she's brilliant and she's powerful. And I'm powerful. So imagine two powerful women, right? So we've got some stuff that that changed me, that grew me, and I love her so much. And I was reaching out to her, and she reached out to me to thank me for the Kickstarter, and she said, "Oh, we're gonna share your song Yes this morning at Soul Call Global," which is her Sunday morning experience, which is so similar to House of Love and Light. It's basically her sharing her brilliance and music and meditation, and I just said I'm sharing my brilliance. That's what I'm doing. I'm shining my light for you. Hopefully it shines a light for you to show you that you can shine your light. That's what I like to do. Anyway, so Soul Call Global, please check out those ministries. She's doing a fundraiser for folks for the holidays. She's doing amazing things all the time. So Lisa Ferrero, let's get into a space where we can ground and pray and connect on a spiritual space. Hi Dana, good to see you. And Susie and Betsy, so good to see you. So breathe with me, just relax. As we talk about revival, we open to the newness. Open wide my heart. 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 Sing it with me. Open wide my heart. 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 I invite you to relax back into this moment. Relax your jaw, your forehead, your shoulders. Let the peace wash over you. And right now, I presence the awareness of the good, of the divine, of the life force, source energy, love that is constantly reviving itself through each and every person here. Regenerating, re-examining, reconstructing itself, letting go for newness. So I declare and know for each and every person here, watching it now, watching it later, a sense of revival, a sense of renewal, a sense of being born again into this moment, into this beauty, into this gratitude and this grace. Open wide my heart. I say thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, for this opportunity to come together on this internet. Through the air, you're hearing me. Open wide my heart. And so it is, sing it with me. Open wide my heart. Come on. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Place your hands on your heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Deep breath here. Let go. Relax back. That's the theme of this month, this beautiful month of Thanksgiving, of gratitude, of change, of fall. Relax back into it. And today, let yourself be revived. Now, sharing the candles. I know I'm re-sharing the same videos when it comes to the candle lighting, but I just can't bring myself to ask you to do them again. If you'd like to make a candle lighting video for me, let me know. But this is a video that I've shown before, but it's worth experiencing his energy. This is Wesley, and I wanted to share him today because the theme is revive. And Wesley has been facing so many health problems, and he's been in and out of the hospital with kidney stuff and all kinds of health stuff. And he and his partner Daniel have gone down to Universal Studios this week, and he is there. He is doing it. He is experiencing life the best that he can, and I'm so excited for him and proud of him for going down there and doing it. So here is Wesley lighting the candles. Here at House of Love and Light, we honor all traditions, all spiritual traditions. That's what we do here. We're spiritual, not religious, and so we see it all. We see it all as important and a part of the journey for those who are walking this path. So here is the candle lighting with Wesley.
I light a candle for the Eastern religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, that teach us about harmony, karma, and the way. I light a candle for Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Baha'i, teaching us about tradition, forgiveness, surrender, and order. I light a candle for ancient wisdom and new thought traditions, including indigenous teachings, shamanism, paganism, science of mind, and New Age spirituality, teaching us to root and expand. And I light a candle for the great mystery, the eternal question, the not knowing. Namaste.
How beautiful is he? Thank you so much, Wesley, for lighting those candles and for being so beautiful. And I hope you're having a really wonderful time down in Florida. So now's the time where we talk about our gratitude. We get into it in the comments and we start thinking about our gratitude. Hi, Dorinda. So wonderful to see you here. You know, it's wonderful to see people who pop on who don't know really what House of Love and Light is. It's basically my creative expression right now, and I've been so blessed to do this. So good morning, Scott, as well, and Jennifer, and people who have joined us a little bit later, and Julie, so good to see you. Joanne, good morning, good morning, good morning. Dana, so happy to see you here. So let's talk gratitude. I want you to put your gratitude in the comments. In other words, I want you to think about the things that you're grateful for. You know, it's an incredible tool, and I have used the heck out of it over the years. I have hundreds and hundreds of gratitude lists. When I first became a 12-stepper, that was one of the biggest tools that was given to me, was to write 10 things every day that I'm grateful for. So let's talk about some gratitude. All right. So I am grateful, so grateful for this day, for this brand new day, for another day to be alive, to be hurtling through space on this beautiful rock. I'm so grateful for the seasons. I'm so grateful for the fresh air, the fresh mountain air. I'm so grateful for my animals who are driving me crazy right now. You know that I'm struggling if you know my journey right now. My dogs are battling each other. One of them is back there. One of them's in the room. I hear her wanting to come out here and be with us, but I cannot let her out right now because she's a mess. I'm grateful for Stephanie, my friends. I'm grateful for my beloved AJ. That was another thing I talked about with Lisa in our text conversation, was her and Erika Luckett, who transitioned a few years back, and they had this glorious love this creative energy and this beautiful love that I feel like I have with AJ, this beautiful, happy love. And so I'm so grateful for that. What a blessing. So good to see you, Lindsay and Jan. So good to see you here. So many things to be grateful for, Lindsay says, but the biggest right now is God's perfect timing. Oh my gosh, I love that. Grateful for my weekly Zoom meditation group, Jan says. Grateful for the love in my life, my dogs, my friends, and you. Thank you, Dana, you too. Terry, so incredibly grateful for my stepdad's support, which made it possible to get out of a bad relationship. That's wonderful. With its peace and quiet and serenity, for song, for laughter, for family, for health, for Wesley. Prayers for Wesley, yes. Grateful for my nice car mechanic. Hey, Joanne. We know a good mechanic is a big deal. Stephanie mentioned that the other day. I'm simply grateful for light bulbs. Aren't light bulbs amazing? I lived in Fort Myers, Florida, and there was the Thomas Edison house down there, and it was so cool. There was just tools everywhere, and, of course, the famous quote from Thomas Edison is, I didn't, because he tried thousands of ways to make the light bulb, and they said, do you feel like you failed, doing? He said, no, I found 999 ways that don't work, or something like that. I just butchered that quote. Grateful for angels with Margot. Yes, sitting at the lake. Peace, harmony. Sharon, Jay, Kirsten. Good morning, Cindy, my dear. I'm grateful for entropy that creates disorder to remind us, I love this, Scott, that while the great unknowing is what's coming next, the design effort, we create our own special experience of life. I'm grateful for you too, my beloved AJ. Okay, so I'm going to move forward in our time together here. Every week, if you're new to House of Love and Light, we have these wonderful offerings from different people. And today, Casey will pull a card for us. She has many different decks. I love her oracle decks. And so we're going to have a card to contemplate this week. And here is Casey, a card with Casey. Let's see what she has for us.
Greetings, dear siblings, HOLLA family. Hi, it's Casey. Let's contemplate this week what it means to feel revived. So I share with you from my garden a piece of sage, and as we light it and see the smoke come up and the chemical change happens and the smoke comes up, we clear out the last week, set intentions for this week. And are you ready? I'm excited. We'll see if it works. Revive. Today's card is going to be brought to you from the Moonology deck. Clearing out negative thoughts, things that don't serve you. Of course, this isn't my first take, so I've already pulled the card. We've got from the Moonology deck, Surrender to the Divine, and it is a full moon card. As we move through this weekend, as you feel the effects of a transformative full moon in Scorpio, I hope you are staying hydrated, breathing deeply, and taking good care of yourself, surrendering to the divine. There's a reading from the Tao I want to share also that goes with this. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king, immersed in the wonder of the Tao. You can deal with whatever life brings you, and when death comes, you are ready. So in this Scorpio season, this full moon, let things die that are not serving you. Revive what works. Blessed be. Have a great week.
Wasn't it cool to see the moon inside the moon? Inside the moon, inside the moon. So she's my sweet sister. We both got these because Facebook is terrible and knows you better than you know you. We both got these before we even knew each other, and so I thought we'd be matchy today. Go back to source. Surrender to the divine. I hear Tiki clicking around in the bedroom. I know she wants to be out here so bad. I'm going to get her after this. Surrender. Empty. That's how revival happens, right? That's how revival happens. So we have also another gift that we give every week is Ash Ruiz, the amazing teacher, singer, dancer, delighter of expression. Again, there's really no word to describe Ash Ruiz other than fucking amazing. So here's Ash.
Hello there, beloveds. Hello there, beloved. Sunday. Oh, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Relax back, revive. Because you know what's so beautiful is that we think we need to keep on going in order to be energetic. We need to keep on going in order to be active. But if you allow yourself to relax back, allow yourself to take a break, allow yourself to take a pause, a sacred pause, to be exactly where and as you are. Oh, Lord, all that energy starts coming up. And revive. Mind revived, body revived, cells revived, life force revived, joy revived, present revived, here revived, clarity revived. You know, revived because it's already the case. Isn't that exciting? I think that's exciting. And of course, when I'm excited, I just want to dance. And when I think of the word revive, I just want to dance. So dance with me, beloved.
I think my favorite move was the arm. Don't you think? I love you, Ash. I love how he was saying that when you just become present to what is and get quiet, that's when the energy starts to bubble up, right? And there's an interesting study that I read about in the book of the month. The book of the month is The Art of Rest, which I have shared. I'm not in love with this book, but I am reading it, and there's some interesting things in it. The study that I just read about was a study on creativity and boredom and how they connect and how the mind works in a creative way. And the study was done by Sandy Mann, who's a psychologist, and she what she did was she had a controlled group of people, and she took half of them, and she asked all of them to take a plastic cup and do as many creative things as they could with it. In other words, make it into a mold for lollipops, or make it into a planter, or just list all the creative things they could do with a plastic cup. But she took half of the people, and before she had them come up with their ideas, she had them copy phone numbers out of the phone book for about an hour. A very mundane, mind-numbing task. And for an hour. And then she asked them about the plastic cup and how many things they could do. And the group that did the mind-numbing exercise had many more creative ideas. So I love this idea that when we kind of get bored or do nothing, get quiet, that is when we are most creative. Me and AJ were talking this morning about how when you're driving, you have like your best ideas when you're driving. So this all kind of aligns with this idea of revive. Sometimes you got to stop, do something mind-numbing. While I'm painting these paintings that are behind me, I have Love Island on the TV. Forgive me for watching that show, but it's so, is the word banal? It's so base. I mean, they're just chit-chatting. These beautiful young people are chit-chatting about, do I like this person or that person? They all have British accents. And I barely am listening to what's going on, but I'm painting and listening to it. And it's like, I think it triggers this part of my brain to just quiet down to be able to create. Anyway, I'm rambling today, which is good, I think, right? It's good to ramble. All right, so I'm going to introduce our next gift. I've got a few more gifts before my little talk. I hope you're enjoying being here with me. This is Susan Tucson Mcneil, who is a teacher. She's a coach. She's a beautiful human being, and she's been through a lot. And so she's going to share her experience a little bit, and then a poem that she wrote, and then I will tell you about a workshop that she's having. So here is Susan, and I send you so much love, Susan. Enjoy this poem. Really listen to it. She's got some experience, strength, and hope for you.
Hello, HOLLA family. It's an honor for me to share my poem with you today. But first I want to give you just a little background on it. About 3 years ago, I was in a bad accident. I fell down a flight of hardwood stairs, and I had a concussion. I was forced to slow down. Sometimes I think the universe has its way of literally hitting us over the head at times to learn something. So during that time, this poem came through to me because I learned that the answer to life is in slowing down. Thus the name of my poem. The answer to life is in slowing down. It isn't continuing the pace of a marathon race. The joy of living is in the smile, not the frown. And if we ever forget, gaze at the next sunset. Life exists between each musical note and the inhale and exhale of each breath. It is ever close to us, not distant and remote. It is the slowing down which leads us to the now, and allowing which helps us release the clutches of how. Slow down to know who you truly are. Discern what matters, for each moment is rare. Focus on what brings your mouth ajar, and trust life will lead you to the where. Life is meant to be savored like a delicious meal. Rest your utensils in between the bites. Allow your taste buds to feel every ounce of aroma, every drop of the flavor. Slowing down allows you to see all things in clear vision. Like a cloudless blue sky, your life will be. You'll feel connected as one. Slowing down will set you free as you hear the whisper of who you are meant to be. like a drop of water joining the sea. You'll find your place as me amidst we. The answer to life is in slowing down, not in looking all around, because you've already found what you're looking for. It is your own reflection in the mirror. Life need not be so obscure, because now you know you are so much more.
Slowing down will set you free. Isn't she just divine? And her story of survival and thriving after, health challenges in the fall. And thank you so much, Susan. You are such a blessing and a gift to us. Now listen, Susan is leading, she has what's called Wisdom Quest Arts and Coaching, and she's leading a play shop. How much do you love that? Not a workshop, but a play shop called Listen, Learn, and Love Your Body. And it's like exactly the kind of thing that I want to do, because it's 2 Thursdays, December 2nd and 9th, and it's from 2 to 3:30 in Pacific Standard Time. For Eastern Time, that is 5 to 6:30. So it's an hour and a half on 2 Thursdays, December 2nd and 9th. So Susan Tucson Mcneil, if you are interested in that, you can email me or text me, through the thing, and I'll give you, and if you wanted to, if you're watching this, my beloved Susan, put a link to your website or where they can sign up for that, please. Okay, so I have one more thing to share before I give you my talk for the week, which is one of my favorite musical theater songs. It's a Sondheim, Stephen Sondheim song, and as I thought about revive, a lot of times when I'm having a theme for the week, I think, what song encapsulates, is that the word? My words are off this morning. I'm just like, words don't mean anything, just feel my energy. But what song really captures this idea of being alive and being revived, and what revives us? And I thought of the song Being Alive from Company. And then I found this musician. Her name is Ellery Ward. I went onto YouTube and I reached out to her and I looked her up. She is a musician in New York City. And I said, I'd like to share this. And she gave me permission and said, please do. And she's beautiful and intelligent and funny. And if you go to her website, you can see that she does all kinds of original music. And she also does the Sondheim the way you're going to hear her do it. She also went to Boston Conservatory, which is where I went to school, which I love the little synchronicities with things, And I love that we can just seek out incredible musicians that are out there doing this. So big love to you, Ellery. And I hope that you enjoy this version of Being Alive. It's amazing.
Someone to hold you too close, someone to hurt you too deep, someone to sit in your chair and ruin your sleep and make you aware of being alive. Someone to crowd you with love, someone to force you to care, someone to make you come through, who'll always be there, as frightened as you, of being alive, being alive, being alive, being alive. let me be used. Vary my days, is alone, not alive. Somebody crowd me with love, somebody force me to care, somebody let me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive, being alive, being
Wow. Isn't she special? And if you know that song, then you definitely will appreciate how she sings it. So, the theme for the day is relax back, revive. And I have some thoughts to share with you on this idea. And I'm watching as we go on my phone, and I'm realizing that there might be some trouble sometimes with the because I'm not plugged in. So I hope that that's not annoying. But I'm glad you're here. If you're here, so revive, come back to life. All right, here we go. From Rumi. Do not worry if all the candles in the world flicker and die. We have the spark that starts the fire. So this is from a poem, and I want to read the whole poem to you, and then I'll speak on it. This is from Rumi. Do not worry if our harp breaks. Thousands more will appear. We have fallen in the arms of love, where all is music. If all the harps in the world were burned down, still inside the heart, there will be hidden music playing. Do not worry if all the candles in the world flicker and die. We have the spark that starts the fire. There's that quote. The songs we sing are like foam on the surface of the sea of being, while the precious gems lie deep beneath. But the tenderness in our songs is a reflection of what is hidden in the depths. Stop the flow of your words, open the window of your heart, and let the Spirit speak. Relax back, revive. Do not worry if all the candles in the world flicker and die. We have the spark that starts the fire inside. In other words, you are the place where it all begins. You are one. We are one with the power of creation, and again we will find ourselves emptying, changing, and even dying. Spiritually, emotionally, physically dying. And it is in this gift of death that we can find the thirst and hunger and spark for life. Can I hear an amen? I've shared before that I was terrified to have this surgery and that I had a month ago, and I believe that I wasn't only terrified. I thought I was going to die. And it was the first time that I really believed that it could be the end. You know, I mean, in my bones, I started to face my mortality in a way that I haven't in many years. And so when I came out of surgery, high as a kite, and of course I was absolutely hilarious, asked the nurses who took care of me when I came out. I was absolutely hilarious. I came out very much alive, and it has revived me in a very powerful way. The theme of the month is relaxed back, is connected to this experience that I just had, because I was told by my doctor to pretty much sit still and do nothing for 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. I was like, excuse me? I was like, what? I can't lift heavy things. I can't do any big cleaning. I can't go out and about too much or exercise in any super taxing way. I'm not really bummed about the exercise thing. So I thought, let's make this theme for the month relax back, and this experience of stopping, slowing down, relaxing in a deeper way than I have in a long time. I have felt so revived from this, you guys. So not only facing the possibility of death has revived me, but just slowing down, like Susan's poem, slowing down has revived me. And I wonder if you're going through something in your life right now that you can relate to this. Some kind of facing of a transformation or a death or change in your world that can be looked upon as this opportunity to be born again. I love how Mary Mann Morrissey says it. She says, today is a brand new baby day. I posted about that on Facebook. How every single day is a brand new baby day. There's always a fresh, clean opportunity to start over each and every morning, each and every moment, truly. And how beautiful is it that we're in this season of emptying? The trees are releasing and making space for that quietude, which will once again lead to new life. So the space in the trees and the space in our lives right now is pure potential. It's pure imagination. It's pure intention. We can decide, what do we want to fill? What do we want to fill this new life with? What are we birthing? As we sit here right now, what do we want to fill our lives with? I've been asking this for a few weeks since I've come back from surgery. What is being born as we relax back? As you relax back, what is being born in you? What is that new dream that's being revealed? What is becoming through you as you in this reality when you stop pushing and stop rushing and stop going? What happens when you relax back? When you let the embers fade and you lay your head down at night, release the worries and the fears. What reveals itself when we do that? And what is revealed, hopefully, is the energy of what will bring you joy, what is calling you to a greater happiness. Of course, this always reminds me of the quote from Howard Thurman. I shared this week. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Are you alive? Do you feel alive? Are you prepared to let yourself slow down enough to let go of whatever needs to die, to be revived into a new feeling of aliveness, a place of being able to ask yourself, what will make me feel more alive, more joyful, more happy? I love that song from Company because I feel like I'm one of those people, I feel like we can sing that song to ourself, to our inner child. It doesn't have to be about like a love kind of thing, or we can sing it to God. Somebody hold me too close. God, just envelop me. And I'm one of those people that I just love to be alive. I wrote a song about, I wrote yesterday, I told you about this earlier, about my experience of painting a flower and how I was painting this flower and I was in just awe of the world. And and I also suffer from periods of intense ennui and even depression or fear. And I don't know what my path is or what my purpose is. But I know, what I always know is I love to be alive. I want to be alive. Joseph Campbell says, I don't believe people are looking for the meaning of life as much as they are looking for the experience of being alive. I agree. I want to be alive. Even when I'm depressed, even when I'm blue. And so when I was thinking about revitalization, being alive, I couldn't help but think about that song. Somebody hold me too close, somebody touch me too deep. This song of being born again in a world where love is just having its way with us, where our relationships are rich and thick and our careers are based in doing what brings us true joy. Somebody sit in my chair, make me aware of being alive. Let's be aware of being alive. Relax back into being alive, being revived in this time of letting go, letting loose, letting. I always love that Genesis begins with God said, let there be light. God didn't say make there be light, force there be light. Let, allow for the love, allow for the joy, allow for the peace, allow for the life force, source, energy, purity, excitement, radical ideas, beautiful creation, expressions, allow. And then Pema Chodron reminds us to be fully alive, fully human, and completely awake is to be continually thrown out of the nest. To live fully is to be always in no man's land. To experience each moment as completely new and fresh. To live is to be willing to die over and over again. From the awakened point of view, that's life. That's life. And you are here, we are here, we are alive. And if we are here, we are the very divine stuff expressing itself as this moment, as this person you are, as your dreams, as the love you give, as the love you receive. You are the light. You are the life that is happening in this now moment. And you know what? I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I celebrate this as being your day of being reborn, revived, recalibrated, reconstructed, and I call upon the Great Spirit within each and every one of us to relax back. Relax back into a deeper understanding, a deeper awareness, a deeper knowing of truth that yes, the spark is within. No matter what comes and goes, no matter how hard things get, where it feels like our fears might swallow us whole, that we could hold on to hope and live in that spaciousness, like the trees know to hold on through the times of emptiness. Breathe with me. Let's say this: I am alive. I am so alive. I am open to being revived, revitalized, reunited with my truth. And you, I celebrate you, the brand new you that is being birthed through this crazy time of change, this crazy pandemic that we're still coming out of. We're still in this transformation, y'all. And so I wanted to share with you this poem that came across my feed that I think is very important to hear. It's a bit long, but hang with me. Hang with me on this poem. This is a poet, and he's John Rodell. That is not him, but that's just the picture that he put next to his poem. Okay, so it's a little bit long, but bear with me. It's really good. Recently, the lady across from me in a waiting room asked me if I was ready for things to get back to normal. I smiled and shook my head. I wasn't very good at normal, I told her. I'd like to give the weird a bit of a try. She blinked. I blinked back. Things had gotten awkward. I always make things awkward. She blinked again. I responded with another blink. We were now communicating through eyelash Morse code. So I blinked the following message to her. I'm not waiting for things to go back to normal. Things are already way too ordinary for me to wish for it to have any more of a hold over me. To be honest, I'm waiting for things to become more abnormal. Normal had its time as the DJ. Normal played the same songs over and over. Typical's reign as the queen has gone on for too long that her crown has begun to grow into her skin. I know you can sense it too. This cocoon that we are living in is starting to quiver, and our skin skin is starting to turn into polka-dotted butterfly wings. We are all unraveling in the most beautiful ways. Can't you feel it in your veins? Your plain blood is bleeding itself into the sharpest pattern of flowing plaid. You have shifted like a Corvette on an empty coastline highway at sunset. You can feel the hum deep inside the transmission of your soul. Your engine is growling with the power of 1 billion angelic horses. You are now able to go from the natural to the supernatural in under 3 seconds. You are racing toward your raw purpose. You are speeding toward your wild dream. You are no longer a bore. You are a blur. I know you can feel it too. You are as sick as I am about pretending that all we want is for things to be normal. Normal had its age. Let's give the unusual an epoch or two. This is the season of change, and your eyes are turning into a sponge, soaking up every beautiful oddity you see. And every now and then, when your eyes have absorbed just enough peculiar artwork of the divine, they begin to pour with tears of joy. I know you can feel it. Nothing is going back to the way things used to be, because our existence is a living piece of clay being constantly molded under the loving hands of a cosmic potter. Normal doesn't live here anymore. It's being replaced with the abjectly strange. And isn't that how it should be? Every day we should wake up ready to journey into the wonderfully irregular. This is the age for you to finally embrace the eccentric and exotic, which is perfect because that is exactly what you are, eccentric and exotic. There is nothing like you among the uncountable stars. You are the rarest, precious gemstone. You know it. You can feel it. Right under your scars, right behind your eyes, right inside your heart is a river of light that has never existed before you were created. You are profoundly and beautifully abnormal, and that is why this age is perfect for you. Normal is on the outs. Atypical is in, and you, my wild love, are the loveliest deviation from the norm that has ever drawn a breath. And this is your time, and you are about to change the world, and I can't wait to watch. John Rodell. The spark, it's in you. I'm always here to remind you of that, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to remind you of who you truly are. You are incredible. Incredible. And thank you so much for reminding me that I'm incredible too. And the way you do that is by consciously giving to this time together. You can text LOVE to 828-383-9889. You can paypal.me/houseofloveandlight or Venmo at Amy-Steinberg-5. This is how I make my living. Creating art, creating music, sharing with you other musicians, other poets, other artists. The light is creeping its way in as I sit outside here, trying to grab the light. How do I grab the light? What an amazing hour I've had with you. I thank you so much for giving financially supporting this creative expression that is my life and that is your life. And it's always great when you feel spiritually fed to give back and be a part of that law of reciprocity. It's beautiful. So upcoming, we have one more week of this relaxing back, and we're going to revel. I love that word, revel. Revelation, revel. We're going to revel in it. We're going to revel in the relaxation. And I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. If you're going to be with family, I send my prayers and my love to you and yours if it's a challenging. A lot of people have very challenging relationships with their family, and I know that it can be a hard time. The holidays can be a really hard time for people. And so I'm just sending you my love and my prayers. I do have a tool of the week, which is live and let die. Live and let die. So, and what I mean by that is, you know, we hear live and let live. So, you know, and that refers to this idea that, you know, I'm going to live my life and you live your life and we're going to live and let live. Well, I say live and let die. In other words, let the old ideas go. Just let the old fall away. Relax back into that idea. And when you're having a challenging moment this week, when you're having a challenging conversation with a relative over the Thanksgiving table, think to yourself, live and let die. Just let this energy within me, let it die. I remember this post I saw this week about a monk who was traveling in a boat and meditating, and he was quietly meditating, and he felt this jabbing on the side of his boat, and it was another boat, and he got so angry, and he opened his eyes and he realized that the boat was empty. It was just a canoe that had been floating, and it just hit him, and he had this awakening, and he was spiritually awakened to the fact that it's all an empty boat. The anger lives inside of you. The fear lives inside of you. It's not triggered by other people. It's that orange metaphor, you know, that Wayne Dyer always talks about. If you poke an orange, what do you get? You get orange juice because that's what's inside of it. Now, I'm not saying that we don't honor all of the things that live inside of us, but I am saying let things just die. Let that anger die. Let that resentment die this week. Relax back. So, now why we're letting it die is so we can have a revival in our relationships. We can have a revival in ourself, in our cells, in our being, so that we can be of service to the world. I truly believe what will make you come alive will serve the world. This makes me feel alive. And I do want to bring us back to the opening here, because I want to show, I want to one more time show my paintings. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to share with you one more time these paintings that I've been creating. A few of them have sold, a few of them have not. Again, this is how I make my living, is painting and singing. And so if one of these paintings speaks to you, this one right here is 20 by 30. It's quite large. This one by here I think is 24 by 18, I think. And those are both, the big ones are both still for sale. And I am that one's not complete yet, by the way, it's still in process. I thank you so much for being here with me. I'm rambling a little bit. I think it's because I really love this theme of being alive. And I hope that you feel revived, that you feel ready to have a wonderful holiday week, and that you relax back. I love you so much. And I thank you for your energy, for your love. And I say have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's all right in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right.